This has been another episode of EboNics podcast.
I'm sick of self-control.
What you want to do on it?
It's like a cuss word today. I'm so sick of that word. Hello and welcome. My name is Ebony.
And I'm surprised. I'm Nico.
And we are EboNics Podcast. Where
we build a language around life, love, and legacy.
3 snaps. Ooh. What are we talking about?
We talking about communication, man. And this mug couldn't get interesting because we was going over the notes and we was having some interesting conversations already. So
exhausted.
Whatever. You exhausted?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. So we're going in about communication and communication styles. Mm-hmm. You want to kind of break them down?
There are 4 that we are working with today. The first one is passive, and those individuals avoid naming and asserting their needs, wants, boundaries, rights, and instead prioritize taking care of other people to keep the peace. What does that look like?
These people have traits such as poor eye contact, slumped posture, self-dismissal, self-put-downs, laughing when expressing anger, speaking softly.
So scary.
Like crazy almost.
Like hysterical.
Speaking softly or apologetically, dismissing their own stance.
And then I just summarized that. Like passive people are dishonest.
Dishonest, yeah. That's a great word to sum all that up. All right. Aggressive.
Aggressive people express their needs, wants, opinions, and rights in a way that crosses the boundaries of whoever they're talking to.
All right. These people tend to interrupt others, have low frustration tolerance, attack responses when threatened, walking away, crossing arms, sneering, spontaneous outbursts, high volumes, pointing fingers, and blaming. These people are very inconsiderate.
Yeah. I don't like them.
I'm sure we know some of them. I don't think it's healthy.
None of these are healthy so far. Passive-aggressive people communicate in a way that appears to be acting appropriately on the surface, but underneath, it's a war.
A war.
Because this is mine.
Our.
Under the surface, they're hostile. What did it say? Acting out and speaking in subtly hostile ways that cross boundaries of who they're talking to in order to control or manipulate the situation without dealing directly with the object of their resentment or frustration.
This looks like shaming, blaming, criticism, you statements like you. And then they got to pull it back like this. You.
Snatching the air.
Versus I statements. Okay. You versus I. Hostile attitudes, masked anger, sarcasm, taking a stance of superiority, dismissing others' experience, resentment, disconnect between what a person says and what they do.
Now, I didn't come up with this one, but I thought it was dope.
Too scared to be honest, too mad to be quiet.
That's crazy.
Too scared to be honest. So we're going to go back. We're going to talk about these. The next one.
Assertive. This is the goal, guys.
And gals.
Folks. Assertive communication is where an individual clearly states their needs, wants, and advocates for their rights in an open and honest way that is respectful to other people's boundaries and furthermore is open to negotiation and influence by others.
Yeah, that sounds like me, man.
Please.
I feel statements, listening without interrupting, speaking in a clear and calm tone of voice. See?
People keep telling me my voice is calm in the comments.
See, these people are passive. They're dishonest. Let's see. Speaking in a clear and calm tone of voice adequate to the environment, stating needs and wants clearly.
So if I'm home, I can yell. That's the environment where it's appropriate.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Appropriately and respectfully, eye contact.
I get in trouble for that at work.
What?
All the time.
Eye contact?
I don't look at people when they talking to me.
Yeah, that's so rude. I grew up with that rule. Look at somebody when they talk to you. So that's why I do it with the kids. I told you this was me.
Most of the time.
I told you this was me.
You
Open body language. Hold up now. She coming for me. Open body language, willingness to explore solutions together. She summed this up with honest and respectful.
I get in trouble for body language too.
Man, body language sucks. We was just almost dealing with that. She was, I'm listening. Who want to talk to this?
You.
No, I don't want to talk to that.
That's me encouraging myself. Keep your head up, girl.
What about the face? Because the head don't be like this. I'm listening. That must be like...
And a lot of deep breaths.
You're like... That's called sighing. That's called disrespectful. But let's talk about it.
It's not sighing. I don't be like, huh. I'll be like...
It must be like, nigga, get it over with. What you just said. I'm so done with this. Oh, here we go again. Oh my God. That's all of that. That's what that face is.
I didn't say any of that.
No, your face did. Your face. But it's your face. Which one are you?
I know I'm passive aggressive.
Why?
I'm not passive. Okay. I don't yell and interrupt people. Do I interrupt you?
You don't talk. You interrupt me with air?
Well, I'm not aggressive.
Your faces are?
I'm somewhere in the middle.
Between I don't want to be here and I'm listening?
Yes.
Yeah. Your face says it.
Well... The fact that I'm still present and actively listening should be encouraging to you.
But see, present physically, maybe. Like your body is here. Your face and everything says, I want to be elsewhere.
But I'm not. I have the option to get up and walk away, but I don't.
Man,
do you know that? That I could leave you in here?
I feel like... I don't want to say it like I would just prefer you to just do it. But I actually would prefer you to just be like, you know what? I don't want to have this conversation or something right now. That mug just be like,
but it don't be right now.
Wasted words.
It be like, I don't want to have this conversation, period. It ain't like if I leave, I'm going to come back to this.
Is that
so we might as well.
So is that your passive?
What?
Passive aggressive side showing? Like, I don't want to have this conversation? Because the conversations usually need to happen.
Which is why I sit through them.
My God. You know what?
What are you missing?
I kind of want my kids to give you all of that energy.
Okay.
And I want it to affect you in a way of, oh, this is what he's saying. Because, man.
Do you think I don't understand how you feel?
No. If you understood how I feel and you still give it to me, then Even more disrespectful.
Me understanding how you feel does not change how I feel. Like, you compliment me all the time. You feel that I'm beautiful. I don't be agreeing with you all the time. But the fact that you believe that does not change how I feel.
I know that you don't be feeling beautiful. So what I try to do is do things to make you feel beautiful. I don't be like, well, I'm not just going to say nothing there.
But it doesn't change how I feel, is what I'm saying.
It's so not like what I'm doing is causing you to feel ugly, though.
What I'm doing is causing you to feel what?
Like, you don't want to be here, uncomfortable to have a conversation, like I'm wasting my words, like you don't care.
Most conversations for me are uncomfortable.
Most conversations don't be like, you finished or you done? So, what traits do you feel like you really have out of all this again?
All the body language things.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me see.
I'm not passive in the self-dismissal or self-put-downs. I don't laugh when I'm angry. No. That is giving me Joker vibes.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't speak apologetically. So it's just the body language is passive. Poor eye contact, slumped. I just be like...
I feel like you write aggressively.
Like on paper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my aggressive part.
You a jerk on paper. You less of a jerk when you talk.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Great.
Where do you think you are? And then I'll tell you if it's true.
Oh, baby, I'm assertive-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when we went over this, I was like, dang, am I really passive aggressive? Like, I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. Especially at the part where it said, where it said something about manipulating. Like, I know that I have those tendencies, man. Yeah. They speak in an order to control or manipulate the situation without dealing directly with the object of their resentment. So I know for sure I've done that in ways to try to keep the peace, and it ain't always helpful. I feel like that's also been I guess the point to me like not really showing my feelings and expressing myself, like, because I don't really know how I felt. But like I said, it's been a journey. So as I'm learning how I feel more, I'm like, hey, I'm feeling like this. Just to let you know, blah, blah, blah. Definitely trying to get out of that.
Body language.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, you were cool. You were just you were like this though. Like, I'm here. Not like, we here. So, yeah. Watch her, y'all. Just put it in the comment at whatever time. Like, a minute, 30 seconds in, she was, yeah. See? What's the time? Yep. Sarcasm. That's me, baby.
Ugh.
What?
It's annoying.
That I'm sarcastic?
And conflict. I love sarcasm. But not when it's like petty.
I know I can get petty.
I do too.
What, you get petty, or you know I can get petty?
You can.
I'm about to say we're not talking about me, but we are talking about me. Am I petty? Yeah, you can get petty. I think I'm definitely more petty.
We know that.
Yeah, you're petty. Your petty shows in retaliation. Yes.
Oh my God.
I will give him back. Yes.
I don't even know when I'm doing it sometimes.
No.
Like, I be so mad.
And you're laughing. This is the Joker. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not mad right now.
Sure, you're mad as in crazy right now.
Well, you stuck.
It gives you so much satisfaction, man. It's so crazy. But man, she be like, you play too much. You when we joke around and you try to get me back, you don't never match. You just do too much. Like, that's how you are with retaliation.
You make stuff not fun no more.
To you, I am enjoying it.
If one person is having fun, it's not fun.
Says who?
If we playing the game
and you're losing, I can still be having a ball and you'll be like, so there's an example. I won. Go ahead.
If we're not having fun, it's not fun.
We're one. For sure. We're one. My side of us is having fun. So I don't know about that.
You go too far.
You just brought up a whole example in your head.
Winnie.
What?
The bish. You don't even know how to prank right.
Hey,
It's
I do.
Too far.
I enjoy it. I think it's funny. I'm sure others think it's funny. But you just do. You have pranked me with water so many times. You have tripped me. You have made my knees buckle just playing. Let me do any of those things when you're not feeling. You got to be feeling up to it or feeling right just for it to be okay.
Context matters.
Oh my gosh. See, it's no winning. It's no winning. Context. I'm trying to have fun. Trying to joke. That's the context.
If you spit water on somebody at a funeral, is that funny?
Did I? No, it's not.
Context matters.
You think I'm trying to spit water? I have not tried to spit water at her at a funeral, y'all. That is a horrible example, just to let you know.
Whatever.
But I will get you back for that.
For what?
Spitting water at me. Say you didn't do it.
You know how old that is?
What does that matter?
That was the summer of 2008. Are you kidding me?
I remember it well.
What is your biggest challenge? And your greatest triumph with communicating?
Biggest triumph is we're having a podcast right now where you are actually talking.
Oh, I'm your triumph?
You are. No, I just think it is a testament for us.
We ain't talking about us. We talking about you. You can use that. You got me to talk.
No, I think
you done put work
that's pretty
in
selfish.
on that.
I did. I
don't think it's selfish, but
if we got divorced and you got remarried, I need you to shut back down, and he has to go through all of that. Like,
please,
hell no.
I hooked you up. If anyone ever follows me,
hooked me up. I think my biggest accomplishment in communication has been learning to understand and consider the other person's experience and how that
the context.
Petty. Yes, the context. It has helped me get better understanding when approaching conflict when approaching, I mean, just even dealing with just point of views, like, oh, that's big. Biggest challenge is I feel like I try to understand versus, I guess, just listening sometimes. I don't think I will always understand. And I think that's like always my goal.
Just to understand.
Mm-hmm. You know how we be talking in circles and stuff. Just because I be really trying to understand, I be like, you know what? It might not be meant to be. And I hate talking in circles. I'm extremely redundant. I get that from my dad. We beat dead horses. I don't even know why that's a saying. That's
I feel like
sad.
I made you self-conscious.
Yeah, absolutely. She pointed that out early on, and I was like, I do that, and I don't like it. I mean, I didn't like it when he did it. So it's been something that I've tried to avoid. So it's just, a struggle. It's in me. What do you think my biggest challenges are and my accomplishments?
You're absolutely more compassionate than you used to be.
I made you less a jerk because you were hurting my feelings, and now you're not.
You still hurt my feelings.
Well, toughen up.
What's the other one? Your struggle?
Mm-hmm. Biggest challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't think I had one either. So,
No, I'm trying to explain it. Maybe this is just in our experience. I feel like you don't like to agree to disagree. I feel like you be re-explaining stuff thinking I didn't get it, but I just don't agree with what you're talking about. And then you'll be like, wait, and start over. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. We're not on the same page. I don't think you like that. Like, that bothers you when there's not consensus.
Yeah, because usually you're wrong. So I just need you to come over to the right side so we can move on. So I don't think that's a problem. I get that. But I think, like I said, I think it goes to the whole understanding piece. Like, I don't get it why you're not
agreeing with you.
I don't get it. Like, why are you over there still? So, yeah.
So it's rare that I have a solid stance on something. So once I get one, I'm not easily swayed or manipulated to anything else.
I don't think that's rare.
What?
That you have a solid stance on something.
Right.
Just last episode, you were like, if I don't care about it, if I don't like...
Not caring is not having an opinion, though. That's like in the middle. I'm never like, I like this, I don't like this. I'm just like, I don't care.
With you not caring enough to invest any more in the conversation or whatever, it makes me seem like you're on the opposite side. So, all right, that makes sense. I understand it. What about you? What are your biggest challenges and your biggest, I guess, accomplishments in communication? This must be stupid. This must be stupid.
My biggest challenge in communicating is talking.
It's communicating.
No. I communicate a lot of things with my eyes, especially my eyebrows.
They are always up. Go back at every video. They're up.
Oh, why are you telling people?
Babe, it's a thing.
Anyway.
It's your thing.
I communicate very well until I have to open my mouth. Then it just turns into long, silent pauses of thinking and or I don't know.
I heard this quote today. Oh, I'm so mad I'm going to butcher the mess out of it. It's something on the lines of...
Get it, Chef.
Something on the lines of communication not being expressed or not being... It's like, I think the lady said one of the worst things about communication is believing that it happened or something like that.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I butchered it. So it was basically saying like, I might have thought I communicated something to you, but it wasn't received. You saying all that, like you express or you say stuff, like your message, whatever you were trying to get off, might not have been received. And me looking at your face or expressions and stuff, I'd be like, she don't want to be here. She don't want to be here. When you're just like, that might not necessarily be the case.
You were talking about when I open my mouth.
I'm talking about...
The message might not be received.
I'm talking about whatever you were really trying to get off might not necessarily be the case if you're not saying it.
I don't be trying to get nothing off.
But your eyes saying it, your body language says it and all that stuff. And I'm like, saying, what is it that it's trying to say? And
what I'm saying is, whatever my body is doing, it's not me trying to communicate something to someone else. That's just me feeling whatever I'm feeling. People just pick up on things and be like, she pissed or she's sad or whatever. I'm not trying to tell y'all nothing.
It's just your body.
Not my business.
See, if you used your mouth more, your body probably wouldn't speak so much.
I doubt that.
It's like, it just don't know. It got to escape somewhere.
When I open my mouth, my body follows. So if I'm pissed and I say something, it's going to be worse.
It's just been so used to speaking.
It's going to come out of my body even harder. If I'm sad and I open my mouth, I'm going to weep. And my whole body going to just like melt. Like opening my mouth is not going to restrain my body.
For sure.
It's going to unleash.
But closing
my body.
Keeping your mouth closed, your body, you said your body, shoulders down.
And then when I open my mouth and be like, oh.
Yeah, it just needs that release. When you excited, your eyebrows are... You know, cartoons when their eyebrows be up here just like off their head. Like, yeah, that's you, boy.
Yeah. And
smile
you can see
things.
both rows of my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
Eb is proud.
Oh my God. Before the camera came on, what was he talking about?
Communication.
No, it was something specific. Oh, we was talking about how I like unlearn how to feel freely. I taught myself how to smile with one row of teeth. Because I was like, this is too much. It's freaking people out. It's too big. It's too much.
You had all 32 out there?
I used to smile with both rows of my teeth. See, look at you.
That is a nice molar. Look at that molar.
That's just another small example of how I have minimized myself for other people.
Hold up.
So, I'm undoing that.
Okay, never mind.
What?
Because I'm reading some of the characteristics of passive.
I have some of those. I'm both.
Yeah. I was just like kind of a lot more of them were just kind of coming to mind.
I'm a hybrid of the two worst.
But I mean, like you was just saying, like how I don't put myself down or anything like that, but I felt like you did.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
So now you're saying you're coming out of that. Okay.
I'm absolutely reversing that.
You're reversing or you're trying to? Like naturally?
Not naturally, on purpose.
No, I'm saying naturally, do you feel like you put yourself down though? Just because like habitual now, like out of habit, like this is what it is.
I don't think I put myself down. I think I dumb myself down. Like people, my friends now, I will say probably Crystal and Bernie have gotten like a full picture of my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else I've met since college has not. Or even in college have not experienced like the full expression of my anger or excitement or sadness. Because by the time I met all these people, it was dumbed down already.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you dumb it down?
So I'm about to buck up.
Hold those horses. Okay.
I was going to say a joke, but I don't know if it's funny.
Go. I want to hear it now.
I was going to say don't beat them. It's not funny.
Because I beat dead horses?
It's not funny yet. Okay.
I beat dead horses. Okay. If you want to pull any of that back, you can. You ain't got to lay it all out. You don't want to beat yourself now.
Yeah.
So
you excited?
Explain.
You seen them though.
I mean, yeah.
The first time
and I think it's
he
great.
ever saw me, you said I was cussing somebody out?
I don't know if you was cutting. No. I'm pretty sure
In
you.
the hallway.
I've seen. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen you definitely cuss people out.
You caught me in that little window.
Yes.
I cussed for a few months in high school, and then I stopped again.
You were so tough. So bad. Oh my gosh.
What were you about to ask me?
Something pertaining to the podcast. No, you were talking about
Something about dumbing my emotions down.
Yeah.
And communicating.
Like why? Why did you do that? I don't think you've expressed that to the people.
Hey people. And sugar. So when I was a kid, all my emotions were gigantic. Sadness was devastation. Joy was me being ecstatic. Anger was a little ragey.
A little crazy?
Ragey.
Oh, okay. Synonym. Sure.
And no one knew what to do with them. I was often told to calm down. It's not that serious. You're doing too much. So I stopped doing it out loud. I started doing it on paper. So I've been journaling since like the 6th grade. And now I don't know how to talk to people. I write everything down.
Boy, did I wish that writing translated to Facebook back in the day. Because when we first started talking, going back and forth on Facebook, we went to school together. High school. I graduated before her. I moved away to California. She stayed in contact with me. She started hitting me up on Facebook like, hey, how you doing out there? Boom, boom, boom. I was like, yo. And before you know it, head over heels for her. I was like, she dope. Facebook early on became my, a really big part of our communication. My communication, because she sucked. But I would send her whole messages, like smiley face, smiley, boom, boom, boom. Send. She'll reply, okay. Be like,
send.
It was like 18 question marks in there, some, sarcasm. I don't know, whatever. Just it was like
questions are rhetorical.
You don't even have thoughts about what I said. It was just like, oh my gosh, it sucked. Communication was terrible. I used to have to pry.
You still do.
Just less. It's like, man. So it was just exhausting to have conversations, to get how she felt about things and to speak up. And man, it was really, really tough early on. So that's why I was saying, like, we're here now. We're having a podcast about communication, even though this is still something we're building. Like, dog, we've come so far. Like I say, if I am not here, you have to shut it down for the next guy. I did not do this for no reason.
You did it for the next guy.
I walked into that. So.
Are you dead in this? What is this next guy scenario?
I don't know. I gotta be dead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If death does us part, I need you to go back to Germany.
When? If. It will.
I'm just saying, if death does us part earlier than I want to, gosh. I know we're all gonna. Anyway, I think it's dope that you are now on this journey to.
Did I do triumph and struggle? I don't even remember what I've said.
One of your challenges was
talking aloud. That's how we got wherever we just got.
What's the triumph?
This.
Okay, yeah, there we go. No, I think I'm just proud of you for doing the work.
Thanks.
I don't want to jump the gun, but it's something I really want to talk about. Let's see.
What?
Another part. The whole your new practice on how you are planning to attain your goals, aiming here to get there. I thought that was a great conversation we had earlier that I just didn't want to, skip over on the podcast. I think we need that.
Okay, so the chick that made Spanx, I don't know what her name is. But she jumped, her and her team at work jumped off cliffs. They were supposed to jump and hug the person who was suspended in the air.
It's like a team building.
In front of them. And she was the only person that actually hugged the person and didn't just fall down.
Yeah. Helicopter, guy hanging down. They were on the cliff. Had to jump from the cliff into the guy's arm.
Everybody else just fell down the cliff. And she said she aimed for his head, and that made her land at his feet and actually held on. So I'm applying that to my emotional retardation, basically.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Nobody died during that experiment, by the way. They had bungee cords, so nobody fell to their death. But yeah, okay. Just for the slow people. Go ahead.
Since I'm so far over here now to where I basically mute myself for the sake of being composed, I'm going to aim to be totally free and uncomposed I was gonna say decomposed. Oh my God. Ew.
Yeah, let's not death
got
do us
the
part of us
creeps.
again.
Got the creeps. I'm here, I'm aiming there, and I'll land somewhere in here.
Okay.
I don't know how it's gonna go.
I hope she don't accidentally jump to the extreme where she's aiming at, but
He think I'm finna just be yelling at him, being disrespectful.
no, I don't think you are. I'm not having it.
I was finna say, that's your pride saying she better not.
No, I just...
That's your voice. She better not.
I told you I wasn't going to Joan on you last episode.
I hate Jones.
I'm this close to letting
Not
him fly.
even just about me.
Yeah,
I hate Jones sessions.
whatever. Okay.
They make me sad. Move on before I start crying.
Oh my God. Oh, see, she jumped to the extreme already. Gosh.
They're so mean. Okay.
I think it's a great
Concept.
I'm just afraid that you're going to succeed at the thing you're aiming at because you have...
You think I won't land in the middle? I'ma just be out here.
For sure. Because I feel like if you were once here at the extreme or whatever as a kid, I just think you were more free as a kid. I don't even think you were extreme. So instead of going back to...
I was definitely a little intense.
Okay, so you were extreme. Okay, so you're extreme, and now you're like on shutdown mode and like, okay, I can't really be myself. And instead of trying to get back here, you're like, okay, I gotta go here to get to here. And I feel like you've done so much growth and you've done so much... I know you've come so far that even when you try, you do a good job. So I'm like, okay, if you're going to just try to just be free, I'm afraid that you're just going to be and disregard my feelings in the whole thing, like as I'm trying to process. But I guess the thing that I need to recognize and to prepare myself for is, even if you are expressing yourself or using your word from earlier, venting, that you are expressing your feelings.
So, sorry, go ahead.
And I guess also knowing that you have a tendency to retaliate, I just automatically feel that if you are hurt, you're going to repay that hurt. So I'm just trying to prep myself on just like, okay, I don't want to have to deal with none of this stuff and get my feelings hurt or feel like I'm disrespected. So let me just, okay, prep my heart. She's hurt. Whatever she says, she might mean or whatever.
I
So
probably mean it.
but that's what I'm saying. So like if you say something,
I don't really say stuff I don't mean. I don't say much. So when I open my mouth, it's like considered.
but that's what I'm saying. You having a sharp tongue, I already know. I told you, you write aggressively. So if I can read your emotions and I know that you're this extreme, if you start saying these things, then I'm like, yo, can't you just share your feelings, share your emotions without being disrespectful or being hurtful or whatever? Because I don't feel like that will be
So
beneficial
things I've
to the
written
growth.
are disrespectful.
I think so. I mean, like, and I can't even think of one exactly. I just know I'm just like, God dang, like, she ain't considered nothing else. It was just like, I'm hurt, he must hurt. Boom, boom. Not like, I'm hurt, I feel like this and I feel like this. It's like, I'm hurt and this dude be, I don't know, it's just more like demeaning, I guess, putting down. It's just like, I don't know, maybe because I'm reading and it's about me, I felt that way.
Right.
I don't know. But like I said, you have a sharp tongue And
this is true.
Yeah. So I'm just like, okay. If you bring it this way, let me prep.
He's trying to prep his heart because he asked me to bring my raw emotions to him out the gate instead of venting to my girlfriends first so that I can come to him with some sense.
I think, for context, I think that it'll be helpful for us. I feel like by the time she brings her feelings and stuff to me, it's all packaged up and all that. It's kind of buttoned up, and we don't get a chance to wrestle through things. I don't get a chance to really.
No, we still wrestle after that.
Yeah, it just takes hellas because we have to eventually get all that. I don't know. I just think that if you're not giving me a chance to hear your heart, grow from it, or even just like, I think I'm a little cautious or afraid to hear these raw emotions now because it's been so long. Had you given me the chance to, I feel like I would have been able to grow from it and have a thicker skin when it comes to whatever you're feeling. But you ain't even give me that chance. So it's just like, girls get that. I get the leftovers.
You've gotten that chance before. Y'all remember the car story? That was some raw emotion. And you was like, absolutely not.
I was a young man at that time.
Oh, okay.
True. That was like first year, maybe?
Yeah. First or second.
Yeah, that was
super early.
That was just early on. But then, like I said, also, like, as I'm trying to be more authentic and be more upfront with my feelings and stuff, I want us to be able to take that kind of stuff. I'm like, yo, she has thoughts. First of all, we all broken. We all sinful. We not perfect. We got thoughts that are out of whack. You know, she has feelings. She has all these different things that I might be like, whoa, but this is the person I married. So I want to be able to love all of you, accept all of you, and all of you. And I know it's going to be some things that it's going to be hard to take, but give me that opportunity so I can grow from them and develop this thick skin. So when we do face things later on, it's just like, oh, no, I know her. Oh, I know what that means. That's nothing, you know?
Okay.
But don't disrespect me, man. Like, don't.
Yeah.
Let's not be too hasty.
So you want it or you don't?
I do, man. Just come on.
Hold on. Because I feel like I need to give a little context to these girlfriends. My vent to girlfriends are two women that both of us are in community with, that they love me and they love Nick. This is not people I call who I just want to agree with me and have a husband bashing session. There are times when they do comfort me, and there are other times where they be like,
they comfort you, which is good.
So, did you pray for him? Did you say anything positive? Like, they be having your back too, which I be like, ugh, but still.
I don't be having these conversations, so I don't be knowing.
No, I'm just saying, because some girls probably going to be like, yeah, let me call my girlfriends. We're not talking about them kind of girlfriends.
Which is great, you know.
That be like, forget him. You don't need him. La-dee-da.
No, that makes me feel good.
Don't call them.
That makes me feel good. And that lets me know that even if you do have something to say, they're going to give you at least good wisdom.
Yeah, I don't like yes women.
Good counsel.
So, I'm just throwing it out there for the women. Or even the men.
Even the men.
Who got dog friends and want to go vent.
No, I
So they
mean,
dog friends.
I mean, you
Not
said
sure.
it twice. I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
just saying, I'll be liking it. Trying to take you out to clubs and act a fool and being trifling.
Are we beating a dead horse?
No, I don't got no horses.
I got guys who she like, yeah, I trust him, and I try to lean on those guys more so than the other guys that I know she like. I don't trust them, so it's important to know who your squad is, man.
Yeah, they gotta be our friends, not your friends.
Okay.
I'm not just talking to you, talking to everybody.
Sure. Make sure that y'all friends, not just one person friend. Mm-hmm. Solid advice, for sure. What are some obstacles in our marriage that'll prevent healthy communication?
Schedules. You can stay up all night, and my body starts giving out at like 7.
It's ridiculous.
Which is another reason why I be like this sometimes. Like, why are we having this conversation? It's 10:30.
10:30. Man, please. Sun be up. Like, what's up, Ed?
So, I'm an early bird and you're a night owl, and that is hard.
It is. Because I be wanting to have conversations when the kids are down and we finally have a long time. And
then I'm down.
She's down. Like, my thing is, you never know when they're going to wake up in the morning. So, trying to be like, oh, let's just get up in the morning and do it. No, because we got to be super quiet. And as soon as they hear anything, they up. Have some cereal? And I'm like, so no, I don't like doing anything in the morning. I just feel like they know. Be in your bed, go to sleep. We got so much time.
Mm-hmm. And I like doing everything in the morning.
Well, it's not our life right now. Mm-hmm. And because of that, a lot of times we can...
I'm up right now. It's 11 something. Killing it.
Killing yourself, probably. You're going to pass out.
No, I feel okay right now.
I think if we're not being intentional, which sometimes, like, you know, life happens and just we kind of go into these routines, and some days can go by without things being said. Not necessarily bad things, but just like we haven't had conversations about certain things that need to happen. And
it just be task conversation. Yeah. Like, go to the bank, grocery store. Are we doing baths? Blah, blah, blah.
No. Which is whack. We didn't talk about this earlier on when we gave the snapshot of our marriages, but our marriage, only one. But man, we only had a few months, like a little under a year, just me and Eb, because we actually had roommates. In our little bitty apartment, it was 2 bedroom. We were able to bring in some friends, and you know, they stayed with us. So my partner stayed with us, and then one of her girlfriends stayed with us.
Lots of my girlfriends.
Yeah, your sister.
Actually, they were your friends first.
Yeah. I mean, we just had a lot of people staying with us, so and now we have kids. And since we've had kids, we've kind of, you know, it's just been the family. But still, it's no us.
At the beginning.
Right. So I mean,
did we have roommates when Kendra was born?
Yeah. So we actually just for like a year have been just the family. But still, it's no a long time for us. And because of that, communication, just time to talk and just be us, that was something that we've always had to fight for. With like your sister being there, like I said, when me coming home and then everybody in my room just hanging out, kicking, I'm like, dog, get out, go somewhere else. And it's just like,
How would that have helped communication?
It's just like, it was no time just to freely talk. It was always something like, okay, well, you're with them, and I didn't know they was going to be there. I didn't know people was going to be at the house or something like that. So it puts off conversation till whenever they go away or the next day or whatever, we finally catch up. So it's just that since we rarely had a long time, we didn't really have the freedom to just talk without the hurdles. Well, we can do it in like 18 years. Kids be gone, hopefully.
Baby, Kendall 1.5. Don't add, just 17.
What else? Would you say, like, what do they call it? Your upbringing or they call it your story, your family story, something like, whatever. You know what I mean?
You didn't finish the question. I know what you're trying to. My childhood. That's
another hurdle. No, I mean, like, your upbringing and...
What about it?
Like, would you consider that a hurdle? Like, how your mom raised you to communicate, is that a obstacle or a challenge for us in our marriage?
Yeah. I feel like that's everything we just talked about. Me learning how to open my mouth.
I mean, your mom told you not to open your mouth? What did your mom teach you?
I don't think we got lessons in communication.
Really? Well, I guess that, yeah. Because we did.
Like them little phrases, like speak when you're spoken to.
Yeah.
I don't know if they said. They probably did, but I was so nosy, I probably didn't care to stay out of grown folks' business.
It's so funny, dog. We grew up so differently because we literally had those, like, sayings, yeah.
No, I'm saying they did say that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't listen to stay out of grown folks' business. I would just learn Pig Latin because that's what they start speaking in front of us.
You had grown folks speaking in Pig Latin just to throw y'all off?
Yeah.
We got whoopings and cursed out and told to get out of the room. Like,
there was no room to go to. Yeah, you know how many of us was in that house? It was 2 rooms in that house. There was no place to go.
Well, that makes sense. I get it. Yeah, we were always told to look you in the eye when we talking. That was like, not only was that a sign of respect, but it's just like this weakness when you don't. It's like usually people like looking down because they don't really have confidence or something like that. So it's like, yo, look, like, keep your head up, look somebody in the eye when you're talking to them. Speak when you go into somebody's house, like stuff like that. Like,
I'm sure they said that, but again, if I didn't want to.
I mean, yeah, that's totally different.
I don't know if we talked about this. I don't have and have never had a people-pleasing bone in my body. So, you telling me to talk to somebody just because I walked in their house? I didn't even want to go to their house. Why? I don't like her. What are we pretending for?
This is what I'm saying, man. You started
I'm telling you, that's the kind of kid I was.
God. So, oh my gosh.
These phrases are like landing, like I've heard them. Whether I honored them is a different story.
Man, so clearly you had the choice to honor them or not.
No, I got whippings.
You just... Thanks for letting me know who we are potentially raising. Because if I have any of this, like, man, we gonna have problems. Yeah, man, we was always told, like, speak when you go into somebody's house, like, yes sir, no sir. Like, we were taught manners.
We didn't do the
and all
sirs
that.
and
Like,
stuff.
yeah, then, man, look, I love you, Mom, but this one, yeah, rude. No, I don't care. See, look, I don't care. Number one rule in our house growing up was to communicate. It really didn't happen. It was always pushback when we asked questions, or I can call my dad and ask him where he was, and he'd just be like, "Don't worry about that. I'm grown." And I was like, "Dang, we about to have dinner," like, stuff like that. So we would just, like, even talking, it just really didn't seem natural in the house, even though that was the number one rule. I didn't really see a lot of healthy conversation. So I mean, that is something I actually want to implement growing up. I mean, raising my kids. Like, I want them to have the ability to come to me and ask questions, and I want to be able to talk to them and give them answers, without feeling a certain way. I don't know if that's like a tradition, not necessarily tradition, but the way things were back in the day, all that. But I want to get out of that. I want my kids to be able to call and ask me where I am, because it's no big deal. Like, yo, this is where I am, or I'll be home in a minute, but without feeling like they pulling my adult card, like I'm grown and all that stuff. So definitely don't ever want to answer my kids with the I'm an adult stuff. That's whack.
There wasn't a lot of people in my house to learn how to talk to. It was me, Amber, and my mom.
And they don't talk. Man, so you the only person
in our house.
You were the talker in the house. That's crazy.
When you came home from work or school, you went, like, we scattered. My mama went to her space, Amber went to her space, and I was wherever.
Yeah, that would have drove me crazy. You were the talker in the house? That's why. Interesting. What's some advice you have for the people regarding communication?
You give your advice.
My advice would be to avoid absolutes.
Why?
Or don't get caught up on them when they are being used.
Which one?
Primarily, don't use them. Like, you always do this, or you don't never say this, or stuff like that. Like, because that's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's not the case.
Like when you tell me I'll never close cabinets. Or that I always leave them open.
Yeah. Don't get caught up on it. Just, you do it a lot. I think for somebody who, like, especially if I'm trying to do something. So if there's something that I'm trying, and I say that, then you can be like, you ain't even acknowledging, my attempts to, my growth or whatever. And it's just that right there could be another issue on top of just the fact that you don't never close them. So
if I don't never close them, then I always.
So don't use absolutes. And don't interrupt negatives when somebody's talking. That's rude. You go.
Yeah, keep that energy. Because you used to annoy me with this. And you don't even remember it.
Remember what?
I could say something. some top-notch A1 advice.
Top notch. To who?
You. And you don't do nothing. Then you come home telling me, babe, I talked to bro today. He said, proceed to quote what I already told you 3 months ago.
Give me an example.
And now you having this wild epiphany.
Give me an
and
example.
You want me to match your enthusiasm. And I'm exhausted with it already.
Example.
So my advice is to, how did I phrase this? Embrace who they do here.
You don't even talk to give me advice, so.
Okay.
Look, you said that. And when you said it, I was like, really? When have I ever, not taking your advice? And to me, that's crazy because I feel like you are extremely wise. And when you do actually give advice, I'm like, let's do it. So that's why I'm like, give me an example because I straight don't remember it. I'm sorry if you did feel that way. Or if I did do that, how about that? I'm sorry if I did do that and it made you feel a certain way.
You did. You don't have to say if I did.
Well, you haven't given the example, so until you give the example, I don't think I really did it.
That's another one. On your stuff. We gonna do I already got an episode idea for proper apologies.
I mean, I'm sorry if you feel that way. That's proper, right?
We talking about apologies. 2 weeks, y'all.
Okay. No, I mean, really, when you said that, I was like, I hold what you say dear. And you're a wise person. So I missed it. I'm sorry. I own that.
I mean,
if it happened.
Okay.
See you in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
We already talked about how you want to look different for your kids. I know I need to work on. See, this is more reason why I need to just feel stuff all the way. Because when my kids make me mad, I be trying to be cool. And then it just stack up. And then they unleash the beast.
Yeah. That mug. That's why I feel like if you would aim for the middle, aim for the same, you'd be cool. But you aiming for...
Sane is relative.
Okay. She be yelling. And it'd be like, whoa, where did that come from? I'd be like, gosh. But if you would speak to those issues, because all they're trying to do is just express themselves. They're just trying to vent.
Well, vent when I'm not tired.
It's not fair. You don't want them to vent to you. You don't want them to give you their feelings. Should they give them to their girlfriends and stuff like that and then bring it to you?
What?
I'm just... Oh, man. I think the kids have really been teaching me a lot, man. Kids can teach you a lot. Just even with them trying to communicate and don't really have the words and don't really have the... sometimes they don't even know really what they're feeling. And that's me at 31, man. And it's like, who am I to spaz out on them for trying to do what I'm doing? So what I'm trying my best to do now is just like, man, look, that's not how you get that done. This is not how you achieve that goal. Talk to me. Let me know how you feeling, or try to give them the words or whatever. But I also try to tell them that this is not how you, express that to get the result you want.
We need a punching bag.
You need a punching bag.
I'm talking about me and the kids.
Okay.
Ooh, I was finna tip that cup.
But I play too much, right?
You do. Okay. I took
See,
cup.
nope. Get the pointing. See, yep. I don't even know if that was in camera, but yep, she was doing it.
Nope. I will tip that cup. You get a little dribble down your beard. You will pour a bucket of ice cold water over my body while I'm asleep.
Man, we ain't even got a bucket. It'll just be a big cup.
You just don't. You go too far.
I think that's fair.
I'm tired. My body does not regulate temperatures. If you
you have all these rules when it comes to getting you back, though. It'd be like, no, because I'm tired. Nope, and I'm cold, and I don't handle temperatures very well, and like, no. Keep that same energy.
What is my attitude? Temper trifecta.
Eyebrows.
So if I wake up and I got an attitude, I don't want to hear nothing.
Self-control. It's like
we just had a 20-minute conversation about how I don't have that.
Context.
You keep.
He's not just doing this to be a jerk. He's doing this because I did it to him first. Boom.
I didn't do that to you. We off topic.
You off topic. What does that face look? What are you trying to communicate?
I'm not trying to tell you nothing.
Family dynamic and history with communication. We kind of went through that too.
Mm-hmm.
Goals for our family. What are your goals for our family? Because I said mine.
Restate
my goals. I really want my family to have a healthy practice for communication. Being able to talk it out, being able to respectfully share how they're feeling.
That's a lot. My goal is gonna be, I'm gonna start small. Me and my kids need something to get our anger out. I don't know what you do, but we need something physical. What?
When I'm angry at something, that thing gets my energy.
What are you talking about?
When you get angry, it's just anybody can get it. Let's go. And I'm like, no, I'm mad at that. That's what I'm mad at. Okay. What's up, babe? You cool? Okay. Yeah. Back at that. Eb is like, I'm mad at that. The kids don't even do that. I think my kids are a little better.
I don't care. My point was, you didn't even let me get my point out.
Why you let me go on so long then?
Because I'm listening to what you have to say. Me, more so than my children. When we get mad, we have to release the anger physically. When Kim is mad,
wait. Go ahead.
He flips things over. Mm-hmm. He runs into things. Mm-hmm. He has to get it out. I used to have dance. Now I don't have anything. Mm-hmm. I need something to get the rage out of my body.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to punch you. I'm not going to punch my kids. This ain't my house to be punching walls. I have to find something to get it out. That's my goal.
All right.
To find something for me and my kids.
My kids are 1.5 and 3. Mm-hmm. You are 31 soon. Why are y'all handling your anger in the same way?
I don't know or care right now. I just need to figure out a way to get it out.
Okay. My goal for my family, third goal, is to now get them to practice self-control so that they can learn how to express themselves and all that frustration, all their emotions or whatever, in a healthy way. So no one has to get hit. So that no holes can get put in the walls.
So we said the same thing, because I just said I'm not doing it.
I'm just saying that is my goal, to assist all of my
kids. Ugh. With what?
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this one up before I do get hit.
Ugh. Okay, whatever. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. This has been another episode of EboNics Podcast.
I'm sick of self-control.
What you want to do on it?
It's like a cuss word today. I'm so sick of that word. Just want to throw that fruit in the blender. I don't even... Like, you supposed to have all of them at the same time?
Yes.
That is a lot.
Tell it to Jesus. Tell it to me.
I do be telling him.
Oh, man.
You just told me how aggressive I am in my journals. Who you think I'm talking to?
God gonna stop you at the gate like, hold on, let's talk. Cause
he been talking to me.
Hold on, before I let you in here, I gotta pat you down. Cause you had some words.
Those are my only weapons, are my words. I don't have weapons. I need to be pat down.
The tongue, what does it say? The tongue is a double-edged sword.
They say a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man.
It's a little thing on the boat.
On what?
On the boat.
What boat?
I'm gonna look it up. You know what I'm talking about.
What boat?
With any boat.
What they got to do with your tongue?
Oh my God, babe. It's a scripture.
I'm like, you just went to a boat. I got lost.
You just said,
oh, man.
What it say? Double-edged sword? I said, it say a lot of things. Like the tongue is the thing on the boat.
Oh, I totally got thrown off. Okay, I'm with you.
What boat?
You talking about the sail?
Not the sail.
What's that about?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, well. Using Bible out of context.
What?
Come on, let's wrap this up.
Go ahead.
Nah, I need you for this. Hi, this has been another episode of EboNics Podcast. We would like to thank you guys for tuning in. Would like to invite you guys to hit that like button if you're watching us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Please comment and let us know what areas of communication you guys struggle with or that you have gotten better with. Or if you actually just learned something about, your style of communication in this episode. Please make sure you subscribe. Getting more subscribers really helps us out. Make sure you check us out on Apple Podcasts. I think it's Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and any other place that has podcasts.
A rudder. Mm-hmm. It's in James. I'm like, I know. Okay. It says something about the tongue being like a rudder on a ship.
Did you want me to keep that in?
Yes, James.
Nico. All right, y'all. Till next time. We out.